Well, we know blood donations help patients in a variety of different ways, and for people with chronic medical conditions that require regular transfusions, those donations are truly a lifeline.
Absolutely. Fox 5's Michelle Ross shows us the impact they've had on one New Jersey woman in our ongoing series, The Gift of Life.
Daniela DeSantis was only an infant when her parents realized she wasn't breathing correctly one night, so they rushed her to a hospital near their New Jersey home.
Now, being a mother myself, I can't imagine what they've gone through.
She was diagnosed with thalassemia, a blood disorder that causes low hemoglobin production and has required her to get frequent blood transfusions as a young child, and still to this day, at 39 years old, every 2 to 3 weeks. The condition is inherited and common in people from Mediterranean countries. Daniela's parents are Italian immigrants. They carried the gene but did not have the disease themselves. She started receiving the blood transfusions at a local New Jersey hospital. And at the age of 7, Dr. Sujit Sheth took over her care.
Was, shy, like a 7-year-old would be. My mom, on the other hand, was a very strong personality and immediately was like, "Who are you?"
But Daniela says Dr. Sheth soon became like a second father to her. So when he moved to New York Presbyterian's Weill Cornell Medical Center on the Upper East Side to become chief of the division, following him to the city was a no-brainer.
I knew that it was important for me to stay under his care. He truly is the one who's been keeping me alive.
That's not true. Because it's my job to prescribe medications, to prescribe treatments, but I can't make somebody do what they should do.
Also keeping her alive are those who selflessly donate their blood to a stranger.
Without them, I wouldn't have blood for my transfusions. I've been able to accomplish a lot in life, like get married, have children, I have a great career, and I know that it wouldn't be possible without the donors.
Her now husband, Mauro, was the first guy who she was seeing that she ever told about her condition.
The first thing out of his mouth was, "Are you going to be okay?" And right then I knew, like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and he was the one, right? I spoke to Dr. Sheth and told him that I had met this guy that I was really into, and we were dating.
He soon began accompanying her to her transfusions and asked Dr. Sheth all the right questions to learn more. Dr. Sheth even attended their wedding. When it was time to start a family, simple blood work showed her husband was not a carrier. They now have 3-year-old twin boys. They are carriers of the gene, but do not have thalassemia. So Daniela is the only one in her family of 4 who heads to the hospital every 2 to 3 weeks for those transfusions. Because it takes the entire workday, she brings her laptop and works remotely. And when she travels for work or goes away on vacation, it just requires some extra planning to time the transfusion around those days. She's still able to go about her regular life thanks to those blood donors.
Blood is a very, very precious resource, and we try really hard not to waste it. And so anybody who is inclined to donate blood, please do so knowing that you're having a tremendous impact on somebody else's life.
Daniela says she doesn't know any other way of life, but that may change soon.
And when it comes to cures, 2 new gene therapies have been expanded for approval by the FDA. When made available here at New York Presbyterian, Daniela is on the list to receive the groundbreaking therapy. And the hope is that she will never have to receive another blood transfusion again. Reporting on the Upper East Side, Michelle Ross, Fox 5 News.